Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is Crypto Elite. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange currently, and proof of reserves. There's a lot of questions out there, particularly because of some of the headlines that are going on right now, that the company that did the proof of reserves audit for Binance is pulling back. And not only Binance, but a lot of other companies as well. They're pulling back. They're saying, hey, you know what? I know we did an audit, but we can't really trust that. So that is kind of going to be the discussion at hand today. And I'm actually going to leave this video with a question, but we are going to dig through Binance and THETA's relationship and kind of look at some on-chain transaction and data to see what we can find out, to see if Binance does actually have those proof of reserves for the amount of THETA and THETA tokens that it does hold on its exchange. So that's going to be the topic of today's video. If you're unfamiliar, THETA has a lot of large companies that it works with, and among those is Binance. He was one of the original partners. So it is something that we look forward to whenever Binance has good news. I thought it was really awesome when the FTX exchange crash happened, that Binance kind of came out as a winner. I thought that was a really positive thing because of this partnership. But since they got their audit, and since the auditing companies have pulled back from their work at Binance, it's kind of making me wonder as well, does Binance have that proof of reserves for all of their tokens, and THETA in particular? And although I don't have it on here, I highly recommend you do use cold storage and not store your cryptos on these exchanges. Just use the exchange as a tool to buy and sell cryptos, and that's it, and then move it to cold storage. But if we check out the article over here, it says the auditing firm that worked with major cryptocurrency exchange Binance has paused all work for clients in the crypto industry. And they've indicated that they're going to temporarily pause their work for clients globally. And that includes the likes of Crypto.com, KuCoin, and Binance. And it means that they can't really validate their audit that they had. So they did perform a so-called proof of reserves check on Binance's Bitcoin holdings earlier this month, only to find out that it did have the Bitcoin reserve. So that was good. It was over collateralized. So it means that they have more Bitcoin than they had customers' Bitcoin. Essentially, they had a 1-for-1, if not a little bit more than 1-for-1 ratio of Bitcoin, which is really, really good. But it's not good that that crypto company is backing away. And it's also not good that they only looked at Bitcoin, because Binance, as we know, has a lot of different cryptos that it does store or sell and buy on its exchange. So that is some of the downsides to it. Now, if we also start looking at some of that on-chain data, we can look at the validator nodes. Like I mentioned earlier, Binance is one of the original big partners with THETA. So they have actually the most THETA right now. Second to THETA Labs. Of course, THETA has a lot of different validator nodes out there. Binance is the second largest one. As you can see here, it has 60 million THETA. And if we select that, and by the way, guys, this is guardianmonitor.io if you want to check out this website and get some up-to-date stats. This is the on-chain data, and this is the THETAtoken.org Explorer. And you can see these are the two validator nodes that Binance does run. One has 40 million THETA, the other one has 20 million THETA. Now, the way they have their operation setup, that's the part that's kind of confusing. And that's the call to action that I will ask for anyone who's watching this video that has a little bit more insight than myself. I'll give you the data that I have for this video, and it's definitely going to be a part one. I do want to make a follow-up video to this in a couple days or weeks, depending on how long it takes, so I can get you guys some more information if I can get it. But right now, I do know this is their base layer validator node. They have a bunch of THETA that is staked here. So worst case scenario, if they needed THETA, they do have a lot of THETA, and I'm not going to say that they don't. So the next thing that we're going to look at is this wallet over here. And unfortunately, I can't label these, but this would be like their hot wallet, or the wallet that they use for day-to-day exchanges. And we can see that over here with all of the different exchanges that go in and out. Now I have two different snapshots just for more proof. Here is an older snapshot where there's about 7.4 million THETA in there, almost 7.5 million. And then if we go to another snapshot. This was taken a couple hours later in the day. You can see that there's 7.3 THETA, same wallet, same address, but like I said, this is their hot wallet. So if users are requesting THETA, this is where that THETA and TFUEL is coming from. The thing that I did want to show is a couple of things that I have noticed as well. So when members, or actually this one is, Binance has a way of not only having one primary hot wallet, but they also have secondary hot wallets. And that's the hard thing to kind of track down and see how much THETA they actually have, and TFUEL as well, because they do this thing where they send out a bunch of THETA and TFUEL to these smaller wallets, and then they retract it all back and put it back into this hot wallet. So here is a transaction that I just highlighted for ease of viewing. There's about 14,000 THETA that they received. So I was curious what that was from, and it's same address. And over here, Binance has a habit of sending out a lot of TFUEL in 1.2 TFUEL transactions, and that's just enough TFUEL where they can make a transaction and then have a little bit left over on chain as well. So that's why they always have like 0.6 or anything. But all this to say is that they have a lot of these smaller wallets that hold like 10,000 THETA or 2,000 THETA, and they put it in the smaller wallets temporarily, and then they send it back to the larger wallet. I'm not exactly sure why they do that, but that is something that I've discovered, which actually makes this quite difficult. But this is what I'm saying, where they send out a bunch of different small transactions. As you can see, only 1.2 TFUEL to all of these different wallets, and all these different wallets at one point or another, they may hold 10,000 THETA or 10,000 TFUEL for maybe a week or 2 weeks, and then they send it back to the main hot wallet. So that is where I'm a little confused with trying to identify all the different THETA and all the different TFUEL that Binance does have. But it's safe to say that these are good baseline numbers. I've also found a couple other wallets, and I think this is more of the cold storage wallet. So this is where they have, as you see, 31 million THETA and a bunch of TFUEL as well. So whenever the main hot wallet gets low, they send TFUEL and THETA from this cold storage wallet that they don't really touch all too often. As you can see, 2 days ago, then 7 days, that's 5-day split, 7 to 11, there's like 4 more days. So not all the time they go into this wallet, but whenever the main hot wallet gets a little low, they tap into the cold storage wallet and replenish this account over here. So I'm trying to put the pieces together, but Binance definitely does not make it easy with their operations. I'm not exactly sure why they do it, but that is kind of how they're operating. So at least big picture, big structure wise, we know how it's working. And that is why it's very important to have proof of reserves, because I think it's very important to have an auditing agency look into all those different accounts to see, one, how much TFUEL and THETA Binance actually owes, and then how much TFUEL and THETA customers have actually put into it. And they have to do a lot of digging. Of course, everything is on chain, but the way that they interact with the different wallets, and it's so easy to create a wallet, they don't make it extremely easy for auditing companies or individuals or myself just to kind of go through, sift through all of the different wallets. Like I said, there's thousands of different wallets that might temporarily hold 10,000 or 20,000 THETA or TFUEL, and then they send it back to a different main hot wallet. So I do think proof of reserves, these audits are very, very important. And like I said, I will make a follow-up video to this in the future once I get a little bit more information. For now, I will leave you with the crypto market being extremely turbulent. If you're interested in what I am purchasing, I do let you know every single day in my Patreon group. I actually have been taking this time to buy cryptos every single day. So if you're interested, check out the Patreon link in the description below. If not, you can check out, or like and subscribe to the YouTube channel would mean a lot. And I will see you on the next one.